Hi there and welcome back to Valley por Vida. Well, another trending topic having to do with unique ways people are trying to have fun after last year includes cars and coffee. That's right, one group of car enthusiasts have come together to enjoy a cup of joe and showcase unique local cars, all curbside. Check it out.
People are really looking for things to do these days that are safe because of coronavirus, and standing outside next to your cool car is certainly one of those things, and hundreds of people turned out to do just that.
It's been going on since roughly 2014, 2015. It's a really big community event. We have on average 200 to 300, 400 tops vehicles of all makes and models that come out here. You get to know people you otherwise wouldn't have a chance of meeting, all bonded over the one thing we all hold dear, which is our vehicles.
Being a car guy at heart, I've always wanted to get more people together, have bigger events, bring the community, have a reason to bring the community together, to hang out, have fun, see what everybody's working on, see what everybody's doing, and just have a good time, a good family-friendly time. Actually, when the coronavirus hit early last year, cars and coffee, I would say around June when one of the stay-at-home orders lifted, it slowly began to grow and grow, and this is probably the biggest event we've had since early last year. We do try to enforce all the social distancing rules, so wearing masks, staying at least 6 feet apart. A whole lot of room, plenty of room for people to be able to stay 6 feet apart, stay safe, and have fun with friends and family while checking out some pretty cool rides in the process.
All right, whether you're into cars, into coffee, or into a safe, socially distant event, a curbside cars and coffee event sounds like the way to go. Well, something else that's trending today, one out-of-state store that is getting noticed for unique infant clothing. Their baby shirts, onesies, and products are being recognized by the public for interesting and just funny sayings printed on them. Some clothing captions include these: "Made in quarantine" and "Quarantine baby. Someone just told me about 2020 and now I need a diaper change." Be sure to stay with us for more What's Trending topics next week. All right, well, there's always a topic, celebration, or a theme being honored, and according to the National Day calendar, today is no different. Let's go ahead and take a look at some now. February the 1st is National Baking Day, National Freedom Day, National Get Up Day, National Serpent Day, and National Texas Day. This is your chance to try your hand at baking, pause in appreciation for the freedoms of this great nation, get up and move around actively in your neighborhood for physical health, and honor the Lone Star State that we live in. And of course, in honor of National Texas Day, our Valley por Vida team has definitely got a treat for you. Living in the RGV gives you that Valley pride, but so does living in Texas. We caught up with W.F. Strong, a professor, radio commentator for Texas Standard, and author of the book Stories from Texas. Some of them are true, and he describes exactly what that entails. Here is Defining a Texan.
Not long ago, I met an old rodeo cowboy in the Live Oak County town of George West. We were discussing how you know if someone's a real Texan. He said, "Well, I think all you got to do is ask a few questions." Intrigued, I asked, like, what kind of questions? Well, he said like this: "You ever seen the big Texas sun rise up over the oil derricks of the Gulf and turn them to gold and found that beautiful? You ever laid back under the starry skies of Emery Peak out there in Big Bend and reached up and touched God's first day's work? You ever driven the country roads just to see the wildflowers celebrating spring, or floated down the Guadalupe with a cold beer on a hot summer's day? You ever eaten 3-alarm chili and terlingua tamped down with pan de campo? Ever eat a dilly watermelon or poteet strawberries or hill country peaches so good they made you cry? You got Bluebell in your freezer right now? Is Southwest to you the national airline of Texas? Do you feel a gnawing sadness when you leave the state and a reborn joy when you make it back? You ever had beef enchiladas on the Riverwalk, chicken fried steak with cream gravy in Abilene, or a Shiner Bach in Shiner? You ever seen Staubach or Aikman bring the boys back from the dead? You ever see Earl Campbell run like a blustery wind in the Astrodome, or Nolan Ryan pitch a heart-stopping no-hitter? Do you know that Houston is the world's doctor? Are you equally comfortable with Ola and Howdy? Do you like jalapenos on your Whataburger for breakfast? Does Austin seem normal to you? You ever seen Willie play in Luckenbach? Do you love the smell of orange blossoms on the March wind or purple sage after a thunderstorm? Is Lonesome Dove to you the best miniseries there ever was? Did you ever sit in reverent silence at the Alamo in gratitude for the gift they gave? You ever drive through the gritty haze of a West Texas sandstorm spurred on by the sounds of ZZ Top? Do you love a second helping of Frito pie under Friday night lights? Do you cheer the bronc rider and the running back with equal fervor? You ever ridden your horse through the Dairy Queen drive-thru? You ever went to spring break at South Padre and woke up in beer-soaked sand, or partied so hard in a border town you couldn't find the bridge again? Do you have a Lone Star flag flying in your yard? Is H-E-B your pantry? Do you see yourself as Texan first and just incidentally American? When America the Beautiful plays, do you think about Texas? Well, if you can say yes to most all those things, then you have the right, the honor, to proudly call yourself a Texan. I'm W.F. Strong. These are stories from Texas. Some of them are true.
For more from him, you can check out Twitter at WF Strong or follow Stories from Texas on Facebook. All right, well, thanks again so much for joining us today, and be sure to stick around tomorrow because we'll be visiting Palo Alto in Brownsville to learn all about new developments that you can look forward to. We'll also check in with a magician who has performed for celebrities all across the globe. All this and so much more, you're not going to want to miss it. That's tomorrow. We'll see you then.